In a small African village, there lived a man named Ayo. He was a poor farmer who struggled to feed his family. His wife, Bisi, was a kind and hardworking woman. They had three children, Kunle, Bola, and Tunde. They lived in a small mud house with a leaking roof. Surviving on whatever little crops Ayo could grow on his small piece of land. Ayo inherited the land from his father, but the soil was dry, and every season he barely harvested enough to last his family through the year. He often borrowed money from the village chief to buy seed and tools, but each year his debt increased. Despite their poverty, Ayo and his family were honest, kind, and hardworking. He raised his children with love and good morals, teaching them to always stand strong no matter the situation. One morning, as the sun rose over the hills, Ayo took his hoe and walked to his farm. He had decided to clear a part of the land that had never been touched before, hoping it to be more fertile. He walked tirelessly, swinging his hoe into the hard ground. Suddenly, his hoe hit something hard. At first, he thought it was a rock, but when he dug deeper, he saw the edge of something like metal. With his hands shaking, he removed the soil and discovered a big, old and rusty pot. The pot was sealed with a heavy cover, and strange symbols were carved around it. His heart pounded with fear as he removed the cover. Inside the pot was something that made Ayo open his eyes widely in shock. Gold coins, precious stones, and necklaces made of pure gold. He rubbed his eyes, thinking he was dreaming. He picked up a handful of the coins and felt their weight in his palm. They were real. "This is unbelievable," Ayo screamed, while looking around to make sure no one was watching him. Ayo fell to his knees, with tears streaming down his face. He had struggled for so long, and now the gods has remembered him and his household. Is this real or a dream? Perhaps this must be a test from someone or the gods. Whatever it is, I called it a miracle and a favor from my ancestors. He has found a treasure that could change his life forever. He quickly covered the pot with soil and rushed home to tell his wife. When Ayo got home, he called Bisi and the children inside and locked the door. He told them that what he was about to tell them must remain a secret between them. No outsiders must know about it. Ayo told his family everything that happened at the farm. At first, Bisi thought he was joking, but when he showed her the gold coins, she jumped up in shock. "We must keep this a secret," she said with a low tone. "If the village chief or others find out, they may take it from us." Ayo nodded in agreement. They decided to take only a little amount at a time and use it wisely. That evening, when the whole place was dark, Ayo returned to the farm. He removed a few gold coins and buried the pot again. The next day, he traveled to the nearest town where he exchanged some gold for money. With this money, he paid off all his debts, bought good clothes for his family, and repaired their house. The villagers were surprised by Ayo's sudden change in fortune. But he told them he had received an inheritance from a distant relative. Ayo used the treasure wisely. Instead of spending carelessly, he invested in more farmlands and hired workers to help him grow crops. Soon, his farm became the biggest in the whole village. He built a new house, sent his children to the best schools, and started a business trading farm produce in the city. Being a kind man, he didn't enjoy his miraculous wealth alone. He helped a lot of people in his community, especially those who were struggling to survive. People admire Ayo for his kindness and generosity. He built a well for the village and donated to the local school. Even though he had become wealthy, he remained humble and hardworking. As the years passed, Ayo's family continued to prosper. His children grew up to be well educated and successful. Kunle became a doctor, Bola became a teacher, and Tunde the youngest became a businessman like his father. One day, When Ayo was old, he gathered his family and told them the whole truth about the golden pot. He took them to the farm, brought out the remaining treasure, and divided it among them. This treasure changed our lives, he said. But remember, true wealth is not in gold. It is in hard work, honesty, and kindness. Don't relax or become lazy or too tired to work because the gods has favored you. Most importantly, don't be proud and heartless. Remain humble and kind to everyone, and always appreciate the gods for their generosity towards this family that was once struggling to eat one square meal a day. His children, with tears streaming down their faces, nodded their heads, understanding the wisdom in their father's words. The story of Ayo and the golden pot is more than just a tale of luck. It teaches us several important life lessons. The first lesson is that hard work and patience pays. Ayo was a hardworking farmer who never gave up. Even when his farm was not producing enough crops, instead of complaining, he kept trying new ways to improve his land. His discovery of the golden pot was a reward for his persistence. Secondly, the importance of wisdom in handling wealth. When Ayo found the treasure, he did not rush to show it to the villagers or start spending recklessly. Instead, they used the gold wisely, improving their farm and investing in their future. Many people who suddenly become rich lose their wealth because they do not manage it well. Ayo's careful approach teaches us that wisdom is necessary to maintain wealth. Third lesson, staying humble and helping others. Despite becoming wealthy, Ayo remained a humble and kind man. He did not use his money to brag or look down on others. Instead, he helped the poor, supported his village, and made life better for those around him. This teaches us that true success is not just about being rich, but how we use our wealth to help others. The fourth lesson, the true meaning of wealth. At the end of the story, Ayo told his children that true wealth is not in gold, it is in hard work, honesty, and kindness. This is a powerful message. Many people believe that having money is the most important thing in life, but without good character, wisdom, and generosity, money can bring more problems than happiness. The fifth lesson, preparing for the future. Ayo did not spend all the gold at once. Instead, he invested in his life, educated his children, and created businesses that will continue to bring wealth for generations. This is a lesson about planning for the future. Many people waste their riches quickly, but Ayo ensured that his children will continue to live well even after he was gone. Ayo's story reminds us that while luck can sometimes help us, the real key to success is wisdom, patience, and generosity. Even if we don't find a pot of gold, we can still become successful by learning the right values and making smart decisions in life. Alright guys, this brings us to the end of the story of Ayo and the golden pot. Please drop your comments and tell us what you've learned from this story. What is the moral lesson of the story? Drop your comments, let's hear from you guys. And don't forget to like and share this video. If you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe and also turn on the bell so you'll be notified whenever I post a new video. Thank you. See you guys in my next video. Bye for now.